Hi everyone, Liz here, thanks for stopping by. So we've got some special drills to put away. These are all the special shapes, mainly from ones that I did, gosh, over Christmas. No, some of them will be from my special drill gnomes and things that I did in Gnomevember. And then, yeah, Christmas things. So yeah, I've got a lot to put away. What I've done is, to save the boring bits, I've already gone through and check the drills, and if I had any that were like large green rounds and I had another bag of large green rounds, I've put them together, so there should only be one colour of each to put away. But it could take quite a while to do this because, as you know, I do have a bit of a faffy system where I like to check. I have my craft buddy ones in this side and just my ones without any numbers or categories in this side. So let's see how we get on. So I hope everybody's doing okay. Shall we do the smaller ones first? Yeah, let's start on the smaller ones. Oh, these are my sort of oddments. I'm not quite sure what to do with these. These are quad cubes. And I think I'm going to put them into here for now. Because they are like a special shape gem. They're these are from Timar, diamond painting with sparkle, I believe it's called. Oh, I've not got my sticker anymore. Yeah, so I'll put a link down below, and they're basically, well, a quad cube is 4 small square diamonds, or the size of 4 small square diamonds, all put together. And I was lucky enough to win the $50 gift card from Timor and Mindy and Brandy last year for Smashing the Specials. So it's always worth taking part in these things. It was a really good prize. So I got to choose $50 worth of items, and I decided to get these because I thought they were quite nice. So yeah, but I've still got them in the little bags at the minute. I haven't got enough of them really to put them in a tub. So I thought, excuse me, I am losing my voice. Oh dear. The cold is still in full swing. I hate colds, absolutely hate colds. When you sound really, really rough, you feel okay. And when you sound okay, you feel really, really rough. So yeah, go figure. Anyway, let's see if we can get through this without me losing my voice. Ha! Yeah, so I'm going to just put those in little baggies and possibly put them in here. I may put their own little category, I don't know. If you saw my video of kitting down, which ones was it that I did? The Craft Buddy ones. If you remember, I had these which were YO78. So they were a large round and there were 78, but they didn't match in with any of my others. So I've put those, albeit are they not? No, you see, they just look like standard gems. Yeah, they are actually slightly bigger now I look at them again. I was thinking that they were just normal sized gems. So they will go in my specials, and I've just realised I've got my wrong box out. This is my normal gems. So this is my, oh, I don't need those. I knew I had some more bags somewhere. Probably because I had the wrong box out, and that's why I couldn't see what I was doing. Oh, that's just some sort of an odd bead and some little jewellery findings. Actually, I'll put those in my little jewellery findings box. These are left over from a bit of a dabble that I had at jewellery making at one time. Wasn't something I particularly got into. So that's one of those little end clasp things. Where can I put that? I'll put that in there. And then I've got a bead, and I have a box for all my beads as well. I've got little boxes and little containers for everything. And I do look at them sometimes and think, what am I going to do with all that? Am I actually going to do anything with it? Or am I just keeping it because I'm a hoarder? Hey, this is my little box of beads. Look, these are all oddments and beads that have come off. You know, like if you get a blouse or something and it's got an odd bead, or you've had a necklace that's broken, and I've got some old Christmas cards and things that have had beads on. And when I've made some like little bead things, then yeah, I've got a box full of odd beads there, just in case I ever need them. I've got a box of googly eyes, look, as well, even all googly eyes. Oh dear. Anyway, I'm not going through all that today. So I'm just going to pop those on one side for now. and I'll decide whether I'm putting them in a separate category or not. I think I will, because otherwise I'm going to put them in here and forget what I've done with them, and then I'll never see them again. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to start off with the oddments first, because these will be the easiest ones to put away because they're the least thing to check. So I've got my tray. What I've done is sort them out into the categories that I have on this side of my box. So the categories I've got, I think, are white, silver, gold, green, blue, pink, red, orange, purple, white and black. I think they're the colours that I've got. So what I do is sort them out into large rounds, and then I sort them out into teardrops and marquees, and then anything else that doesn't fit into those categories goes into a little bag on its own as like a special. So I call those miscellaneous. So each of my colours here that I've got set up. So let's just have a quick look at the white. So I've got a label with white on. I do need to put a little divider so that I can see with it written on the top, like I've got in my normal drills. I will get those done eventually. And then I've got a card that says large round. I've got one that says marquee, and I've got one that says miscellaneous. And then each black card is where the dividers, the thicker dividers, will go, and that's where the next colour starts. So the sense in my madness, it is reasonably organised at this side, and I am umming and ahhing about whether to just leave it like this, but I had started originally using the Craft Buddy numbers, because Craft Buddy do have their own numbering system for all the different drills, because I mainly do a lot of cards from Craft Buddy Crystal Art. This is the hair one. I won this. They do a competition on the Facebook group every month, and you can submit anything that you've made using one of their products. And I think I won one month, so I won a card, and I chose the hair with the poppies, which I absolutely love. And each of the cards now come with the little key code, and it's got all the different DMC numbers for any normal drills that they use, and then their own crystals and special drills have a separate number. And I'd started off using those, and then I try and match anything in here up to these so that I've got a number on everything. And yeah, the thing is that then they're not in like a colour order, and then if I'm looking for something quickly, I'm going to have to look through them all. I am going to set up a key code so that I've got like a list, and I can put a gem for each one next to whatever I've got, and that will make it easier, but that's going to take quite a bit of doing. So anyway, I'm going to carry on with it for these now, and I'll see where we end up, because obviously the more I do, the more I'm getting. Yeah, I mean, there is an awful lot of drills here, all these special drills, but I do love my special drill projects, so I'm always going to have a lot. And I'm very much a magpie, so anything sparkly and anything pretty. And yeah, I just love all the special gems. So yeah, so that's what they do. All their canvases as well, anything that you get now has the DMC list. It has like a little key code with it, a little inventory sheet type thing, so that you do get your DMC numbers. Originally, way back when they started doing them, they didn't have any numbers on when I first started. This is one of the Craft Buddy notebooks that I've done, and I keep a list of all my cards that I've done. I keep the key codes and the pictures and all the cards that I've done in this one. But I did come across one of my old kits, look, and it had the original, well, some of the original cards in it. And I bought, oh gosh, I think it was 2017, 2018, something like that. It was a set, and it had a Westie in it, it had the pony in it, but the backgrounds on mine were black. And then I had a skull and I had a poppy, and they were the first diamond art things that I did. And as I say, they were from Craft Buddy Crystal Art. And then obviously the rest is history. They started bringing out all sorts of different ones. So yeah, and I was absolutely hooked. I loved it. And then I got onto canvases, and here we are. Anyway. So this doesn't get these put away. So what I need to do is have a look in the miscellaneous Craft Buddy ones and see what we've got. So I'm just going to put these in colour order, because I know I haven't got many miscellaneous Craft Buddy ones. And then once I've done that in that order, I then have to put them into colour order so I can check the other side. I know you may think it's very long-winded, and I sometimes look at myself and think, this is very long-winded, Liz, what on earth are you playing at? But it's just the way that I have to have it, because this is how my mind works. Got all the different colours of stars, like different sizes of stars I've got. And some of the stars I've kept separate, because even though they're the same size, some of them, I don't know whether it's in the like moulding or whatever, but they've come out very, very rounded on the end rather than pointed ends, so I've kept them separate. I think I might have to just put them all in together. And then these are just like, that's some more little stars there. All the special shapes look like the flowers. I love that one. Look at that one. I'm so pleased there was one of those left. The magpie in me definitely came out for doing that one. Okay, so let's find the Craft Buddy miscellaneous. So the Craft Buddy ones go in order of M for marquee. They then have an MY. I'm not quite sure why they've got an MY, but they do still seem to be marquees. The teardrop shapes are actually all start with an S for whatever reason. Why a teardrop would start with an S and an marquee would start with an M, I don't know. I've then got X's, which are stars, so I need to see if I can match those up. And then I've got Y X's, which that's actually a teardrop and that's a flower, but we haven't got any of that. Now that's a bit annoying, because that's a, yeah, I wonder why they've done that, because that's a teardrop. But anyway, but we haven't got any of those little yellow flowers. The nearest thing is, oh no, it's not even the same pattern on the top, so we've not got that one. Oh, other ABs, I don't need that because I haven't got those anymore. And then the miscellaneous ones, if I only had one of them, I got a bit stingy. So I just put anything that was just a one, I just put in a little bag on its own, because like that's like a snowflake look. That's very, very pretty. That's a resin flower. These are just like the confetti things. Oh, we've got an eyeball there looking at me. I could take that out really. And then that's one left over from some owl pictures that I did, and they actually had little eyes on them. Yeah, you can just see that little eye in the middle looking at you. So yeah, I had that one. I think that's a resin flower as well. That's like a resin daisy. I think that came off the bunny rabbit card, and that came off the mermaid card, I do believe. See, I remember some things, and other things that I need to remember, I don't remember at all. And then for whatever reason, I found an L in one of the bags of gems that I was sorting out, so I kept it. It's just a piece of waste, but I just thought it looked really good, so I kept it. Right, so we know none of these, oh, apart from the stars, let's see if we can match those up, are in the Craft Buddy side, so I can put all these away quite happily. So let's see if we've got any stars that are that size. Yeah, you see there. Some of them are just very, very slightly different. I've just been joined by the lovely Millie Moo, has decided to make us presents felt. Oh, are you talking to us? No, you're just going straight to sleep. Okay. Oh dear, it's all good fun in this house. Right, so, do you know, I've brought my reading glasses that I used to use for the computer when I was at work. I suddenly thought I could maybe start using those. See if that works, see if I can see those. You see, I wonder if they are the same size as those. And at the end of the day, does it really matter? I know I'm being very sort of pedantic about this, aren't I? But yeah, I think I'm going to put all those in one bag. They are slightly bigger, but basically, unless they match, sometimes it's better to look on the backs. Do you know, I think they could be. Yep, so they are those, so I'm going to put those into that bag. Okay. Okay, so now they are in the Craft Buddy side, and see, this is where I start getting problems, because I think now if I'm looking for silver stars, I will be thinking, oh, I haven't got any that size, but actually I have, because they're in the Craft Buddy side. I must get that list done, and it's going to be an ongoing thing to go on forever and ever and ever, isn't it? Right, let me get me miscellaneous silvers out and have a look at the stars that I've got in here. And make sure that I haven't got any of the Craft Buddy size ones. No, I think they're slightly different. Oh, look at these. Don't worry. Oh, I love those as well. They're like a daisy all on their own. See if I can get it to focus. They're like a faceted daisy all on its own. Very pretty. Little hearts. They're actual snowflakes rather than stars. More hearts. They're iridescent coated stars. And then a couple of different sizes of stars. So, and did I spot one of those over there? Yes, I did, so we can put that one away as well. And this is how we go on. If you've got any questions, let me know. It is all based on Rebecca Admore Zest's storage system of using bags and boxes. Like, these are photo boxes from Hobbycraft. But I believe you can get them from other stores as well. I know I did get something similar from one of our pound stores a while back, but I like these best because they have the little place to put your whatever. Well, it's a plate, isn't it? It's like a description plate, shall we say? Or is that the best description of it? Okay, so we'll put that in there. So let's see what are these stars I can match up now. Are they the same stars as those? Or are these slightly bigger? No, they are the same size. So you see what's happened is I've not thought about looking in the Craft Buddy side for the stars. And I've got some stars and then not put them away. Do you know, if it's taken us this long just to do stars, I think this could be a really, really long video. You may want to pause and go get a drink. Okay, so let's now try and match up these. So these are my posh bags. See, some of them aren't quite cut out properly, and even so, I've kept it. I don't know why, I could have got rid of it there. But it's got a lot of the edging still on it. It's not quite stamped out properly, that one. So, see, they all look practically the same size to me. They're the teeny tiny ones. They're teeny tiny ones. They're teeny tiny. And are they those? Let me look. So they're definitely those. So I'll put those in together. I mean, at the end of the day, when I'm doing them, what I can actually do is if I have got different sizes, particularly if something that's a shape like a star, I can always just pick out the ones that match if I tip them into a tray. If I'm wanting to do anything with them, I didn't have my tray underneath then, did I? And one's just escaped. It wants to fly away into the night. So then did we decide that these are all the same size? Do you know, I think they're possibly... See, I always thought that there were slightly different sizes, and I had some really, really small ones. Do you know, I'm just going to put them all in the same one for now, because they all look pretty much the same to me. See, the gold ones are all... You can see you've got the different sizes in the gold ones. There is, and that's a really big one. But the silver ones all just seem to be more or less the same size. So, oh, it's horrible bags, look. We need 3 friends and an elephant to open these bags. Oh dear. Let's get these put away. I actually quite enjoy doing this as well. I find it really therapeutic, if that's the right word. It's the most frustrating part is opening the bags. But no, I find as though my mind is like, oh, I'm getting this sorted, and when I've done it, it's just a great sense of satisfaction. I'd sooner be diamond painting, I have to say, rather than doing this, but it's one of those jobs that like lingers on my mind, and I think I do need to go and sort those out So there's another different one in there as well, but they can stay in. They can have a party in the stars. How about that? So yeah, lots of little stars. Oh, that's quite a good bag. I might keep that one. It's got a good snap to it. It's the thin ones that the tops don't open properly. You end up just thinking, I might as well just cut the top off, because by the time I fought with it, I could have just got the scissors out and done it. So yeah, now we've got two different sizes of stars. Look, we've got the smaller ones, and they're like the medium, and then the larger ones are in there. Okay, gosh, what am I faffing about just for stars? Right, so we've got some white ones here. Well, they're more cream, but I think as far as I know, I will have put them in white. And these are like the gems that have got the like star stamped into them. Oh, look, and they're exactly there. And that is the thing, when you do a lot of special drills, you do tend to find, particularly when you're using the same manufacturers, or the manufacturers that you use all use the same factories, that the items tend to be pretty much the same ones as you do in your pictures. So you do start getting a nice collection. Okay, so that's the white. So we've got green, blue, purple, yellow. Oh, we've got two purples. Let's have a look at those gold stars. Oh my goodness. We're not going to faff about with the gold stars as much as we did with the silver stars. Otherwise we will be here all day. So that's the larger size. They're a different colour. As far as I know, these are all like the golden colour. So these are all... Yeah, so we don't want the pale colour. That's some rectangle. Oh, that's those shells. And then there's those stars. So we've got the three different sizes of stars in the gold. So they're the larger ones. Is that a larger one as well? No, that is a really large one. So that's a different one. So that's another bag to do. And I will put that one in a separate bag. Okay, so we'll put those into there. So that's mediums dealt with. And I'm going to put that large one in a better bag. Okay. The link for these better, thicker bags, which are... Oh, there's two in here, so they've got somebody to keep them company. They're not going to be lonely stars. I've got somebody together. The link to these are actually on Rebecca Admiral Zest's website. She lists all her favourite things that she uses and where she gets them from. So if you do want to go and have a look there, so she has got them there. Or if you want to leave me a comment down below, I'll let you have the link as well. But yeah, so I don't want to take any credit for this sort of storage because it is Rebecca's. Right, they're teeny tiny. Looks like I've mixed some bigger ones in with teeny tiny ones there. So they can go in there. And these all look medium. So I don't know why I've not put those together. Maybe I thought there were different sizes. Or I think, as I say, one of them's got rounded edges and one's got pointed edges. But I've decided I'm not going to be that exact. I can do some really nice pictures with stars on there. And these are really good as well, you know, if like the children are doing anything for school. And say, oh, I'm doing something about the universe or whatever, then you could use these for those, couldn't you? That'd be quite nice. I've got some proper stars. You can actually run these, I think, through your Xyron sticker maker to put glue on the back. Otherwise, a very tiny, use a brush, or you can get those eyebrow glue applicators. They're really good for just dipping into a wet glue and put in a little blob. And then use your tweezers or your sticky pick-up tool just to pick up your star or whatever, your gem, and just to put on top of your wet glue, and that will put it there as well. Right, so let's have a look which is the next colour. I think we've got red, but we haven't got any red or pink, but we have got a purple. So let's have a look in miscellaneous purple. And oh, we've got large flowers, look. And yes, they are the same ones. As I say, when you tend to use the same manufacturers, then you do tend to get pretty similar products. Okay, so we will put that in there. Getting a nice collection of those. Actually, I used to use those. You could buy them in like little cases of all different colours of these flowers when I used to do my card making. So have we only got the one miscellaneous purple? We have. Okay. So this flower, oh, it's going, mind you, it's been on its own for a while, so it's probably used to it. But this one's going to be on its own. It's one of these horrible bags. So just escort it into that one there and do that. Okay. So that's that one. Now we want blue. That's green. Oh, let's have a look at green. So miscellaneous green. This is an oval shape. So we've got small ovals, but we haven't got a large oval. So let's grab a bag and we'll put the large ovals in their own bag. I do think possibly that colours is the better way to go at the moment. But I do like to have everything categorised. I like to have everything with its own little number and name. I don't know why, it's just the way I am. So that's that one. Oh, they're in a different bag. Let me put those in a different bag. If you see what I mean. They're not in one of my posh bags. I must have run out. So, yeah. So they are wildly expensive, these bags. But I do think they're worth it. And it just makes everything look neat and tidy. And I do need neat and tidy. Albeit if you could see my kitchen cupboards at the minute, you'd think, you're not neat and tidy. Oh my goodness me, am I heck. Right, so we've not got any blue flowers. Oh, little blue hearts. I must stop looking at all these, otherwise we will definitely be here all day. Okay. So let's speed up a bit, Liz, and let's get these done. Right, so we'll put those in there. So that's miscellaneous blue. Oof, I've just had a slurp of cold tea and it was horrible. Right, now we want yellow. Now then, is orange is there? So yellow, I think yellow maybe came after blue. Can't remember. Teardrops, miscellaneous, yellow. Yes, yellow's there. And we don't have any miscellaneous, I don't think. No, we haven't. So that's another one in its own little bag. Okay. Do you know, I've been watching TikTok, oh my goodness, and I don't know if anybody's watched those where it's the scream and it goes, I feel good. Well, yeah, I've been watching that and I've just got that stuck like an earworm in my head now, and I just want to start singing it. Probably not a good idea. Right, so I'm going to look at teardrops next because that's the smallest amount on the Craft Buddy. The marquees, I've got more, so I'm building my way up. So let's just get these colours out here. You can't see them, can you? So let's just move that up there. Okay, so now you can see the Craft Buddy ones I've got, and these are all the teardrops that I've sorted out. So let's pop that out the way there. So we've got white, we've not got any of those. We've got those but in a different colour, so that's silver. They're more of the red ones, so I'm going to put those in red. Let me put the quad cubes out of the way. We've got the little teeny tiny silver slivers. I've got those. I don't know what colour I'll have those in. I'll have to check. We've got gold, teeny tiny slivers. We've got red teardrops, red, green. That's like a greeny. Ooh, that could be that one, so we'll just leave that one there for now. We've got another red there. Love those, whether they're full colour. That's another silver. We've definitely got a lot of silver. Put the green there, keep those out the way there. It's a good job I've got a bigger desk. Purple, that's silver. That could be purple or silver, so we'll check. That's definitely red. I call those fire red. I've got used to where I put those now. That's another silver. Actually, I'll put those over there. Anything with an iridescent coating, I'll put over there for now. And that's a larger one. They're little green ones. Large red ones. And then huge silvers. Okay. So the only ones that I'm possibly thinking I've got, although I've got little ones there. Let's see, are they the same size as those? Just shake a few out a bit. You can always tip them out into your tray to look. Yeah, they are the same size, so they are those. And they've actually got two different numbers as well. When I looked at them, they did look the same. I'm just wondering if they maybe had a slightly different coating on them. But as it is, I've put them in the same one now, and I have got both numbers on them just in case. So they do tend to have different numbers. Right, let's get those in there. Go on, get off, get off, get off. Oh dear, didn't want to get out that one. Well, get off, get out. Oh dear, Millie's moved now. Oh, I think I've upset her. Right, I'll put 116, 120, 121. And then I just want to double check if any of these match these. I think they could possibly be the same one. Yes, they are. They're the same one, but they don't relate, or do they? They are the same size. So I think they are all those. Yeah, I think what's happened is they've ended up being the same colour. So yeah, I'm going to put those in there as well. So I will check at this side and see if I have got any of these, because some may have slipped through the net. Oh dear. It's really fun. What did I see on, do you know, I'm looking on social media. It's what I do now to go to sleep, because I'm finding if I start reading a book, I've got to a point now where I just read the book from start to finish. I think I'm in a bit of a having to complete everything, I can't leave anything outstanding phase, which isn't good, but it's just the way I am at the moment. And yes, I'm not reading at the moment. And yeah, what did I say? Somebody said, oh, I shouted so loud at the kids last night because they weren't listening to me that the people down the street all put their pyjamas on and got in bed as well. And it just made me laugh so much. I just thought, oh my goodness, yeah, that would be me. I only put up with so much, and then when I've had enough, I've got a very, very loud voice. I mean, I'm pretty loud anyway, but yeah, they've definitely... Yeah, but shouted so loud that even the neighbours all put their pyjamas on and went to bed. Yeah, they're the same ones as those, so I've missed those as well. I'm going to have to try and tighten up a bit on these. If I do them on camera, you'll all have to shout at me, won't you? And let me know. And I do appreciate comments when people say, you missed this one or you missed that one. I don't take it as criticism at all. I do take it as you're helping me out, and thank you very much. I don't take offence. I don't take offence much at anything, to be fair. Oops, and that one goes in that side. I'm putting it in the wrong place now, look. Right, so that is those. So now I need to look in this side in colours. So let's put the S's away. So that is that one. Okay. So we want to look in the silver because we have an awful lot of silver, only one gold. It's funny when you put them all out and you think you've been using one, and you thought, oh God, I've used loads of those. And then when you actually look at them, you think, well, actually, I didn't use that many at all. I haven't got that many at all. So, yeah, you see, that's a large one, but it's a slightly different shape to those. They're more of a rounded, sort of an egg shape, and they're more of a elongated shape. Right, so let's have a look in teardrops in silver and see what we've got in the Craft Buddy side. So they're definitely those, so I can put those together. They're a larger coated, so are they the same size as those? Yes, they are. So they're those. I've got any small silver? No. Mediums, I think I've got there. I don't know that I've got that one. So that's the teeny tinies. So they can go in there. Just make sure I'm putting them behind teardrop. Yes, I am. In front of that one. Right. So these want to go in this bag. As you can see, I'm expanding my bags. Oh, I misses. Oh dear. Let's just get all those out. Mindy from Mindy's Diamond Moments calls these slivers, and they are quite hard to pick up. But if you just get a pickup tool or a pretty placer, like a wax crayon type pretty placer, help if I could speak, then you tend to find that you can pick those up a little bit better. So yeah, I think they are those. But are they? See, I've done this before where they've actually been a slightly different size. No, they are definitely those. So I can put those in this bag. But look how many new ones that I've got now. Gosh. I'm sure I've got some of those. I'll have to double check. But the larger ones are all new. Yay! We like large sparkly gems. Okay. So that's those. So that one, unfortunately, is going to have to go in a bag on its own. Because, yeah, he's long and thin. And they are as well. Look there. You can see they're a bit longer and thinner. Something I've never been, unfortunately. Tall and large is me. Okay, so I'll get the next one. Oh, is that your tummy, Millie Moo? Is your tummy talking to me now? She's been out for a walk this morning, been out in a puddle. So she likes to go for a walk. She's had a cuddle with her dad, sat on his knee and snuggled up in a blanket and just looked very sad and very, oh, I'm only a poor little Scotty. Yeah, right. Spoilt was the cry. I tried to put all her toys away yesterday and she just comes in and she looks at me as if to say, you've been moving my toys. And she goes over to a toy box and then she'll take everything out because it's like, I've touched them. So how dare you touch my toys? I'm now going to throw them all over because you've touched them. Right, they're a difference. Did I say I was going to look at those? But they've actually got a coating on and they haven't. So they're definitely not those. They could be those. Yes, they are. And I think they are slightly larger, so that will be a... Oh, that is a new bag. It's a good job that the new bags have got different tops to the ones that I'm just putting away. Because at least... Oh, no, it isn't. Oh, look. It has got the same top, but it's not the good bag. It's not the thick bag, so it does need its own bag. Do you know, if anybody could hear me now, they'd be coming to lock me up, wouldn't they? The mad woman that sat there talking to herself. When I start answering myself that we worry. And actually, yes, I do. No, it's actually when you say pardon because you didn't hear yourself that you start worrying. Right, so what is next? So we've done silver. It was white at the front. Let's have a look at these little white teardrops. They were really like little pearls. Very, very pretty. See if I've got any of those. Oh, I have. Are they the same size? Yes, they are. And I've just got cream ones. And oh, one on its own. I do feel sad when it's just one on its own. I do sometimes, if it's a really large gem, put it in the next size down. Because then I think it's not going to be on its own in the packet. I know. Oh, gosh, what can I say? Right, so now then we're just looking for these little teeny tiny slivers of gold. So we want teardrops, teardrops, teardrops. Let's bring this forward a little bit. Oh, and the first thing that jumps out at me is the little teeny tiny teardrops. Oh, now then. Why have I got two bags? Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. And I've just seen a packet of stars in there as well, I think. Or did it jump out from the miscellaneous? No, it must have just peeked out at me from the bottom. So, why have I got two bags of those? I wonder if I thought they were different colours. See, this is what happens when I get my glasses on. No, they are definitely the tiny ones. So I am going to put these all in the same one. Oh, and this is one of these awful bags. Oh, and it opened up pretty good, so that's okay. Let's get those in there. What I was finding as well when I was putting the standard crystals away on the Craft Buddy ones, that they are actually, because they're resin drills, they're very static. So at some point I might have to go and put some little bits of tumble dry sheet in with them. And certainly before I use them, I will need tumble dry sheet. I think I must have thought they were different colours because they're definitely all the same. So that's gold. Okay. So now what colour is this one? That's red. So let's have a look at the red teardrops. Okay, push those back again. We've got the very little teeny tiny ones again. Okay. So, yeah, so I put the fire red ones in here. So it's definitely not those because they're a long thin one. They're a largish red one. Are they a bit big? Are they bigger than those? Yes, they're bigger than those, so it's not that one. They're smaller than those and larger than those, so it's not that one. I think they're the little teeny tinies. Oh, they're those. All right, so they're not. Let's just double check those. Not those, not those. Ah, no, then that's a larger one. So yes, that looks like that one. And they're all smaller. So not those. Okay. So let's put these little teeny tinies in here. I'll put those away as well because there's none of those. I hope you're sort of getting the gist of what I actually do with these. And yeah, I mean, how do you store your drills? I know some people just put them, if they've got red, they just put all the reds in one bag. And I just have too many to do that. You know, can you imagine if you had all of these, because all of these are red gems in these bags here, had those all in one bag, it'd be a huge bag for starters. But then you're just wanting to pick out, say, 10 little teeny tiny teardrops. Wow, it would take you ages. There'd be just too much to plough through. So this is the way I find I like to do it. And I have had 2 special drill canvases where, unfortunately, I'm going to double check that one again because I don't know whether I just saw that one with talking. I have had 2 canvases where I have run out. So, no, they're all like the fire red ones. They're more of the, they're a different colour, aren't they? So I'm going to double check the others with those. They might have gone in silver. So yeah, it was worth having the spare storage and having all these spares, because otherwise I would have had 2 pictures where I didn't have any gems to put on it, and I would have then had to wait for the company to send me the new gem, only for a couple of gems, you know. It's just not worth the wait. So I was quite happy that I already had them, which it's always worth it. Oops. So I've never had it happen before, but I have noticed that some companies are sort of, I won't say being mean, but are being a bit more frugal, shall we say, not putting quite as many spare gems in. I have noticed, particularly Craft Buddy, the cards and things that I've done, they always used to put a lot of extras in, and you don't seem to get as many extras now. Sometimes you only get 1 or 2, and again I did run out of gems on one of those as well. Oh, my nose is running now. I'm hoping that's my cold coming to an end and it's taking itself away somewhere else. Yeah, I mean, people make mistakes, and I never judge a company on the fact that it's made a mistake, because we all make mistakes, and you know, I've certainly made plenty. When I was at work, I made mistakes, but it's a case of owning up to it and doing something about it. That's what I like to see, what happens with things. They are definitely the red ones, aren't they? But they're not those. I might, I've already got them in a bag, so I'm going to put them back in there and maybe look at them another time. You do tend to find my brain tends to work on something slightly different the next time I pick it up. So, well, oh, I think I've just found my purple ones. Yay! Come and join your friends. Yeah. Oh, these awful bags. I'll be glad to get rid of these, but it was worth using them just for me. Special drills as I was going along. Right, so now we've just got 2 greenies to put away. So green, 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 teardrops, teardrops, teardrops. And no, 2 new ones again. Look, they're different colour and they're a different size. So, oh, I've got a round one in there, look. Oh, well, if the round one wants to stay with the teardrops for a while, he can do. Let him play. it must have worked hard to get into that packet, so it can go in there. Okay, so that's teardrops, and then little teeny tiny slivery teardrops. Put these away. We've got a lot of seagulls out flying around at the moment, so I think it must be quite rough out at sea. They tend to, when the weather's quite bad out at sea, they tend to come in a bit more. But our gardens are quite close together, so they tend not to come down very much for the food. I don't sometimes go and put some bits of food in the middle of the road, because they can get that, they can swoop down and get that. Much to the annoyance of the neighbours, I hasten to add, because they're like, why is she throwing her old food in the middle of the road? But I do like to feed the seagulls and the birds and things. Now I've put those, oh no, I'm looking at marquees now. I was going to say I've put these in greens, but I haven't. I tell you, my brain is just not functioning today. It's all these lemsips and things I have. So silver, green, blue, pink, blue, gold. So I'll put gold and silver there. Pink, is that one pink? It could have been purple, red, blue. Ooh, lots of blues. Silver, silver, green, 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 gold. So I need to look at the marquees in the craft buddy side first. Yay! Okay, so let's have a look at these. There's more of these, so we'll go through. Blue, not got blue, sparkly. That one now then, I think that one could have been in the reds, so I might just keep that one out and have a look, see if it's the right size. Pink, no. Green, no, too small. See, this is the trouble, the sort of like the iridescent coated ones. I start putting those in red, so I'm going to double check that one as well. Blue again, definitely not. Pink, you see, they look the same to me, but they've got, oh no, they're slightly larger. Okay, sorry, my cold is starting to kick in. I'm going to lose my voice. That'll be fun. Gold, no. Bluey purple, no. Blue, no, that's a lot darker. Let me just put those away there for now. Keep putting them down as I go along, otherwise I will lose them. I'll get them out of order anyway, because these all have numbers on, so these need to stay in order. Just pull that up a second. Tiny blues, nope, it's right colour, wrong size. Iridescent coated, nope. Okay, green, nope. Green, oh look. Oh, I kept that bit. Oh, that wants to go in miscellaneous actually. Let me just take that out. Put those away a minute. Oh dear. Yeah, I just thought this looked like a knife. It's amazing the funny little bits of plastic that you get that are like left over when they've been making the gems and things. And yeah, I just thought that to me looks like a knife. So I thought, yeah, I'll keep that. So I'm going to put that in my little miscellaneous packet over here. Oh dear. Do you get funny shaped bits in your drills as you're going along, or is it just me? I tend to, it's the hoarder in me. I can't just throw things away. We haven't got any black. 59.62. And why is, oh, that's an MY. So they could be those, right. So that's MMM, 58, 57, 58, 59. MY, I've got an MY07 as well. So, are they those? Yeah, I think they're those. Right. So we've not had many in this side at all. So we've got those blues are definitely those blues. Okay. Let's pop that one away. Right, while I'm doing this then I'm going to look in the blues in the marquees. That's green. And that's blue. That's round. Sorry, you can't see this. I'll take them out so you can see. And we'll do it all at once. So we've just got that one. They're smaller. They're smaller. They're tiny. Tiny, tiny. I've got teardrops out. Why have I got teardrops out? Oh, goodness me. I'm looking for marquees. No wonder they don't match. Right, try again, Liz. Marquees. I do seem to have more marquees than any of the others in some of the colours. I haven't on this one. Certainly having the Craft Buddy, they seem to use marquees more than anything. So, no, none of those blues match up with any of these. So they will all be new bags. Okay. Now then, let me see if they... No, they're bigger, aren't they? Yeah, they're bigger than those. So that can go back in this side. Okay. So that's an MY. They look the same size to me. Did I not match those up? Yes, they are. So they all want to go in one bag. Okay, so yeah, remember I said that every time I start filming there's like a little button under my desk and it comes in really, really dull and it starts to rain. Well, it seems to have switched itself back again now. And yeah, I just had to break off because somebody came to the door. So I just got back upstairs, was about to start recording again, and the postman arrived. So I run downstairs again because obviously they disappear really, really quickly because hubby can't get in his wheelchair and get to the door fast enough. And sadly at the moment he's going through a phase of not being able to remember how to use the Ring doorbell. He thinks if he just shouts when somebody rings the bell that they can hear him, but he has to press the buttons. Anyway, that's the whole of the story. And then I just got back up. I'd got 10 seconds into starting recording again, and my Amazon driver arrived. So yeah. I ought to be in the Olympics, the amount of times I've been up and down the stairs today. But anyway, I am back. Hopefully nobody else is going to arrive at the door. I'm not expecting anything else, so fingers crossed. Right. And it's not going to rain. It is not going to rain today. It rained so much last night. Gosh, I opened the door to let Millie out and there was this great big gust of wind and it practically blew her back in, and she looked at me. If you think I'm going out in that, you've got another thing coming. And it's like, you're going to have to go out because it's raining. And she's like, nope, nope. So I end up in my nightie in the middle of the night, about 2 o'clock in the morning this is, trundling out into the middle of the grass with the dog to make her go for a wee. So I come in like a drowned rat and she's quite happy, just has a shake, a rub on the carpet, and she's off back to bed, and I'm like, I'm soaked. Do you think I spoiled the dog? Yes, was the cry. Bet the neighbours think we're absolutely potty, and they wouldn't be wrong. Right, yeah, they are the same ones, so I'm going to put those in the same bag. Oh dear, we will get this done eventually, goodness me. Right, so I think we're going to be over an hour again video on this. So I hope you all got a cup of tea or a cup of coffee before I started, or whatever your tipple is while you're watching. Nice juice, nothing nicer than a nice cold juice, even in cold weather. Right, so blue, 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 and we're looking for marquees. So blue marquees, there you are. And then I think we decided we didn't have any of these pale blue ones either, so let's grab those. Where's my tray gone? Oh, it's there. Let's go back up onto the tray, you can see a bit better then, can't you? Oh dear. I remember one of my friends that I used to work with, she was really, really funny, lovely lady, and she went skiing, and she's in this ski lodge, and she like went to like the part where they were serving drinks, and she said to the barman, I'll have a cola please with ice, and everybody just turned and looked at her. It's like, you're in the middle of marquee goes there. You're in the middle of all this snow. You don't need ice. It's cold enough. But it was just an automatic thing because she always has ice in a drink. So if she went, it didn't matter if she was at the North Pole, she would still ask for ice in a drink. It's just really, really funny. Made us laugh anyway. Right, so let's have a look at red. We've got red down here. We've got green next, but let's have a look at red. And we'll do gold and silver as well, but let's have a look. Red marquees. So we're looking for little round. Well, they're not round. Little rounded ones. So, ooh, could be those. I think it could be those. Let's have a look. Nope, there's nothing else similar. So it was that one. Okay. Pop those into that's another one of these horrible little bags. Yuck. Okay. Yeah, so if you've noticed, Vipon have started doing some offers again. They've been doing them all the time, but they stopped doing the diamond painting ones, sadly. And so that's why I've not had many Amazon orders recently. But surprise, they're back. So yeah, there will be some Amazon unboxings coming, because if you check out, it's VIPON and it's an app on your phone. I'm presuming that it's for Android as well. I've got an Apple phone, so mine is like the app, but as I'm sure it's for Android as well. And if you just download it, then they do coupons for Amazon. And it's always worth checking if you're looking for something, just to see whether they've got a special offer on it. Sometimes you go to the special offer and it says, oh, 50% off this, and you think, great, and you get there and Amazon were doing 50% off anyway, but you maybe wouldn't have seen that offer without looking on the Vipon coupon. So it's always worth checking out. I'm not affiliated, I don't get any commission or anything, but if I find a good offer or something that's going a little bit cheaper, then I like to share. Yay! I know we've had some really, really good deals in the past on diamond paintings. You know, I've had some for like £1 and things. Oh, they're a lot smaller, aren't they? They possibly could be those. We'll keep those out and have a look. They possibly could be those, so we'll keep those out. And they're silver. Why are they in there? They're not green, they're silver. Right, we'll put those back away where they need to be. Okay, so that goes in there. Let's just pop those down there for now. We'll just have a look in my... Oh, well, I'll put them there, look, because then we know that we're putting those away. Right, so let's double check these. That's one that needs its own bag. So yes, I do believe they are this. So let's look at this bag. You can tell I've used this one a few times. They start getting a bit crinkly and a bit rough, and start getting holes poked in them and things. So yeah, put that one over there. So that's the greeny ones. And put them back in the green teardrops. Sorry, marquees. My brain's gone, I tell you. It's like running upstairs. It's exercise. It does me no good whatsoever. They're really small, so I haven't got any of those. So could they be there? No, I think they've got a coating on and they haven't, so they're not those. So we need another couple of bags. Yay was the cry. Okay. Yeah, so I've just got, well, we've got a new bath mat, because obviously with hubby's wheelchair, we tend to be quite rough on carpets and bath mats and things, you know, the wheels running over them all the time. Does tend to wear things out, and they sometimes do get rucked up and get a little bit stuck and things. So anyway, I've got a nice new one for the new year. That was half price, so that was really good. It's a nice fluffy one as well. I like fluffy. And yeah, I like sparkle and I do like fluff, a bit of comfort. And I've got some clips for bags. They seem to vanish. I can only think that they get thrown away with the bags. You know, like if you've got a freezer bag and you've opened it, we have like these long things that just sort of like clip over and clip at the end, and it just keeps the bag shut. Because I'm awful for going rummaging and things. Well, you know, I'm quite clumsy anyway, and things fall out. So if I do open a bag and put it back in a cupboard or back in the freezer or the fridge or whatever, I do like to make sure it's fully sealed. It's got a clip on it. So I got some of those at half price as well. So yeah, and they are actually things I need. So the old bath mat will be thrown away, and well, to be fair, I haven't really got any of the old clips left because they all just seem to have vanished. I had a big packet of them, and you know, I've been using them, and the packet just seems to get smaller and smaller and smaller. They're like teaspoons really. They seem to disappear as well in this house. I start off with, in fact, I buy them in 12s now if I buy any teaspoons, because if I buy 6, they just vanish. I can only think that they must get wrapped up in things, and it's only me doing it now. because Hubby don't go in the kitchen that much. He does when he's baking. Maybe it's when he's baking. I'll blame it on him when he's baking. Oh dear, naughty me. Anyway, so right, let's have a look at these pink ones now. Pink marquees. Oh, look at those. Aren't they pretty? They're not hot pink though, but they are very pretty. So I think this is pink. Yep, that's pink. Good artist. I like pink. Right. Okay, so that's pink round. So there's marquees. Look for my little bit of cardboard, Liz. Okay. So, oh, look at that hot pink. I think they're a bit... Yeah, they're a lot smaller. They're more or less the size, but they're different. Are they those? They are those. Excellent. So at least I've got one matched up then. Oh, look at those huge gems. They're not the same. No, they're bigger than those, aren't they? So, right, let's pop those away. So I only need one bag for the pinks. I wonder how many thousands of different variations of special drill gems there are. It always amazes me. You think, you know, you've seen them all, and then you suddenly get another colour and another size and another one, and you think, wow. I know people like Sparkle with Timor tend to be bringing out new variations all the time, you know, different twinklers, square A, B, square, sort of standard gems as it were, rather than being in round. They're in the squares, the sparkle. So yeah, we do tend to get a lot of different ones. Right, pink, 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 they go back in there. Right, let's have a look at gold next then, and then we'll do silver. Gold, gold, gold. There's a song in there somewhere. I'm not going to sing. Oh, that went. Gold comes after silver. Right, marquees in gold. So many different variations on gold as well. So I know I've got some of those. Let me find them. There they are. Got a big bag of those. I like those. They look like a bit like corn kernels, don't they? You know, when they've been harvested. Right, and then I'm looking for that size, sort of a medium size. That's a... Oh, there's a teardrop in there. There's 2 teardrops and 3 marquees. Oh, Liz, you're not doing your job properly. How have they ended up like that then? Oh dear. Right, let me tip these out. So, I want marquees first. They're a bit big. I think there. No, they're not those either. Right, so just pop those back there. Put these into this bag. Push back a bit. I have put my camera up a bit further, but it does seem to be coming lower down. Yeah, you'll be able to reach through and actually do this for me if it gets any lower. Right, get in there, get out, get out. Speaking of which, when I went downstairs to open the door, Millie came upstairs, downstairs, upstairs, downstairs, and then said, nope, not doing it anymore, and she stayed downstairs with Dad. Let me just take those 2 teardrops out of there for now. So these want a bag on their... Oh, that's a different bag. These want a bag on their own. So yeah, she stayed downstairs. She's like, if you think I'm running up and downstairs all day with you, you've got another thing coming. Oh dear, maybe I should teach her to open the door. Do you know there's a teardrop in there as well? In fact, there's a few teardrops in there. At some point I've put the wrong ones in the wrong bag, but never mind. That's the cry. These things happen. Right, so I'm looking for... See what colour they are. No, they're a very yellowy, sort of ambery gold, aren't they? Are they that one? No, they're bigger than that. So, no, I haven't got that one, so that's another new bag. Okay. Right, I've got a jumper on and I'm very, very warm at the minute because... Oh, can't pick them up now. Need a pick-up tool or slide them to the end of the desk, that'll get them. Yeah, I have had some medication because my cold is kicking in and I'm feeling a bit rough. And yeah, I'm very, very warm at the moment. So don't worry, I won't strip off, promise. Right, so silver marquees. Look at all these different ones. So that one we already had. And we decided we were going to look and see if that one was that one, and I think it is. And that one's a bit smaller, so it's not that one. Okay, and that one has got a coating on it and that one hasn't, so they're slightly different. So those are definitely, oh no, have they got a coating on? Do you know they're so sparkly sometimes it's difficult to tell? Yes, they have, so I'm going to put those into there. Pretty gems. Oh dear. Fun and games. Right, so that's that one. Oh look. Oh, what's that? Oh, let me get that out. That's an odd amount. Let me get that. What is that? Ooh. It's like sort of two stuck together but absolutely welded together, so that'll go in my miscellaneous as well. I do like collecting odd bits. See, these don't take up much room, so it's not like you've got a whole cupboard full. And I am sticking to my one in, one out. Sort of. No, I am sticking to my one in, one out. Right, these are the bit smaller ones. So they are those. Okay. And then it looks as though the other three I haven't got because they've got an AB coating. So out you get. Oh, what a horrible little bag this is. Don't know which kit I got that with, but yeah, you see they're clear. They're clear, they're not. They're bigger. So that's the Craft Buddy one, so that one wants to go back in the MY. Y. So I've got an MY07 and an MY13. I was going to look at that 13. Oh no, they were blue, weren't they? Right. Dear me. So they can all go back in the marquees there. And now I want 3 bags for these. Big ones. Oh no, I only need 2 because that one's already in its own bag. That one's got a funny piece of paper on the back. Ooh, they're a bit odd. Oh, there's a heart in there as well. Let me get the heart out. What have I been doing? Do you know, I must have been flying through these things. I wonder if I've taken these off something. That's a nice little silver heart. They are like a greeny tinge to them. That's why I've put them in green. But really, I'm going to put them in silver because I'm never going to look for those in green. Well, maybe I will, maybe I won't. Okay, so in you get there. That's those. And the little teeny tiny ones in there. Right. Okay, see if I've got any silver hearts. Let me have a look. Miscellaneous. Did I have any silver hearts? No, I've got a little one. Oh, a bigger one, but I haven't got little ones. Oh, I've got really little ones. I'll put it in with those. It looks like I've got sort of a few different sizes in there. So it won't be on its own. I don't want it to be on its own. Can't put a heart on its own, goodness me. Right, so that's in there. Okay, now then we were going to have a look at these colours, weren't we? So let's have a look at the red marquees in fire red. Now you see they're that colour, but they're really sort of tiny. Okay, so maybe I have already done these. Let's just double check green. No, definitely. Oh, picked out the rounds as well. No, they're definitely green. So the only other place I'm going to look is pink. So I think I've possibly already done these, which is why they're in the Craft Buddy side. Oh, pink hearts, pink hearts. Pink marquees. No, so yeah, I've already checked those, so that's okay. Maybe I'll remember next time. Right, so I want M24, 15, 16, 17, 24 and number 9. Coming number 9, your time is up. So that's those. So that's all the sort of oddment ones now done. And that is the miscellaneous, which I will put in the back there. Okay, actually I think I've got a miscellaneous at the front over here. Yes, I have, so I'll put that there. Okay, just move that out of the way and move that over there. Right, so now we've got to look at the rounds. These are the fun ones because I have a lot more of these than any others. It also means I have a lot more of them already. Move those out of the way. And let's put these into colours. Okay, so red. Oh, huge red. Fire red. Actually, I can use my tray now. Look, let me just, excuse me, quad cubes. We'll pop you over there. I can sort them out. I love this tray. It's absolutely huge. I think Spilly Liz really likes this tray. And you can actually use it as a drill tray as well. If you really like your multi-placing, you can get some really long trains of drills in these. Brilliant. But yeah, the size of this, I mean, that's my hand and I've got really big hands. So yeah, that is a really big tray. But I find it useful, you know, for things like this. So, okay, so that's red, red, red. That's green. Actually, I'll keep... Oh no, because I definitely know they're red. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Who am I? What day is it? Who are you? Why am I here? Gold. I think I did more or less sort them out into sort of colour order. Now I've got some yellows there, which I don't get many yellows. Oh, look at that big white one. Big white pearl. Ooh. And then silver, silver, purple, blue, red, 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 red. Goodness me. White, 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 and hot pink. I'm pleased we had hot pink. Millie has decided she's bored of TV, so she's back now. Have you come back to see us? Have you? Say hello. Hello. Oh, sweetheart. Oh dear. Daddy must be watching something boring that has no cats and dogs in it, so she's come upstairs to join Mummy. Right, so the biggest category I've got in rounds, in Craft Buddy, is the rounds. So we have a lot to check. Oh goodness, right. So I'll do this in 2 halves because I won't be able to hold them all. So blue. Just spread those out a little bit more. They're like the gold, and they're like, actually I think they're the same. So right, so we haven't got that one. Definitely haven't got that one. No, 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 no. Oh, look at those. They're pretty. They're like a sparkler. They're like a crystal with an AB coating on, like the sparklers that you get. Okay, so that's the first lot to put away. Right, so now we've got a red. So we'll keep that one out because we probably have got some of those. Green, no, they've got a coating. Purple, no. Blue, no. Oh, big pink, no. And large gold, no. And then 2 more reds, so we need to check those. The gold is a totally different colour. Blue, no. Gold, blue, pink, hot pink, blue, purple, no, they're smaller. Oh, what's that one? That's like an aqua colour, amber, aqua colour. Nope. Oh, pink, another red, and that's a pale of gold. So that's the ones sorted out. So all we're likely to have in the Craft Buddy side is red. So that makes life a little bit quicker. Okay, so let me just move those yellows, put those whites up there. Let's put these reds out here. See, some of them to me, I suppose they are a slightly darker shade. Okay, 18, let's keep them in the number order so we can put them away in the number order. Right. They're nearly in size order as well, aren't they? Okay, so we've got large red rounds. Nope, definitely not those because there's no facets. They could be those, so we'll leave that one there. That's a smaller one. They, I think, are those, so we'll leave those there. Those are a medium one, so they could be those. Those are a one with a no facet again, so there's none without any facets on, if that makes sense. That's a fire red. We don't have any of those. Little teeny tiny reds. Nope, there's none of those. And then there are large rounds with, again, no facets. So let's have a look at these. I think they are the same size, so they are definitely those. Excuse me, I'm starting to get a sore throat now. Oh, that would be awful. After all the interruptions and working my way through this extra long video to then lose my voice and not be able to finish it. Hooray, said everybody. No, said Liz. 81, 91, and then 150, 152, 164. Okay. And then 118, we haven't got any of those, so I'll put that one away. And then 107, gosh, I've got a lot of these. These are all the holly berries and things, you see. I've done a lot of Christmas cards, and most of them had holly berries on them, so that's why I've got a lot of this one. Goodness, this bag's going to be full. And when my bags of crystals and special drills actually fill up, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll probably have to start a spares box. Oh my goodness. Right, so 107 goes in there. And then number 78. Yeah, they're definitely those. Okay. And they will go in there. Oh, sorry, Millie is now snoring. So, yes, it's a hard life being a Scottie. Oh dear, she just makes relaxing look so... Right, now then, red rounds. So we're in red, and the large rounds are at the front, in front of the marquees. So let's take those out and have a look. So they're faceted, so we haven't got any of those. They're faceted. Now then, let me might just double check in those actually. Right, they're two different sizes. They're like a pinky red. No, they're a different one to that one. Now then, have we got that one? I think they could be there. They're definitely those, and I think they're definitely those. So, and then we've got that size. Facets, I think they are those. Oh, they're more purple actually. I might put those in purple. And those, are they bigger than those? Let me just put those away a second. Let me just double check. Yep, they are those. So yeah, I wanted to just double check those, didn't I, in the Craft Buddy side. Maybe a different shade, or I've obviously not been doing my job properly, have I, when I've been putting them away. No, different sizes and different shades. So that's okay. That's all right. I have been doing my job properly. Although, as I said, I did miss one. And thank you. I think it was Amy that said to me that I'd forgotten to do it. And yes, thank you. So I did go back and check. Right, so they can be put away. That one wants to go in there. These are lovely large ones. Okay. Right. Oh, we got Millie a new bed for Christmas. We took her to Pets at Home and got her this new bed, and she's a little bit unsure of it, which it's exactly the same as the one Lottie. Lottie's the little Shih Tzu that belongs to my friend that comes to stay with us. We got her the identical one. Obviously it doesn't smell of Lottie or Millie, because Millie slept in it when Lottie brought it, so we thought we'll get to that one. But she started sleeping in it now, and she looks so tiny in it because it's such a big bed. It's one of those, it's supposed to be like a comfort bed. It's supposed to calm them down or something. I don't know whether it works, but anyway, we got her it because we knew she liked it from Lottie, and I thought once it starts smelling of her, and if Lottie comes to stay again, or when Lottie comes to stay again, then yeah, she'll probably sleep in it as well. They won't know what to do because they'll both have the same, and then what do you do? It's like, well, how can I swap mine for yours when we've both got the same? So, but yeah, she just looks so small and cute, just curled up in it. She's really tiny in it. We're not used to seeing her like that. She looks like a puppy again. It's like, no. Oh, I think they were slightly more orange than pink, but anyway, they're in there now. I'm not picking them out. And then these will go in this one, and then that one. Oh, I'm going to leave that in red because it's sort of reddy purple, and I'll put this one back in here. Ah, now then, so that, oh, that's the 78 then that was, right, so it must be that one then. It is, it's that one. Yeah, do you remember when I got them and I said that there were the standard crystals and they'd numbered them wrongly? They haven't. So those are all those. Oh well. That's look, you can see the Craft Buddy ones are all starting to get staticky. They're all bucking broncos, not wanting to come out of this bag. Yeah, it's because resin drills. I mean, I don't know if there's, well, there maybe is variations on crystals, but yeah, the Craft Buddy ones, definitely the normal crystals are resin, and yeah, you tend to find that you get an awful lot of static on them. Okay, so not many left to do now, so let's start with the whites. White rounds, very pretty. There's a funny shaped one in there, but it can stay in there. Right, and I'm definitely losing my voice. Shall I go on to telephones? Hello. Right, so that could be that one. These are like the stark white that don't have any coating on. Oh, they're lovely. They're like a creamy pearl. So I've tried to keep the creams and the whites separate. They could be those. I haven't got in that size. Okay. So let's put these. Oh, they're a mixture of white and cream, and I have tried to keep them separate really. Never mind, and there's a slightly larger one in there as well. Never mind. Okay, let's pop these away. So they are now in there. I hope you're still with me and that you haven't fallen asleep. I know it has been a mammoth video, this one. Did we decide that they were theirs? So well. No. No, they are slightly large, so have a bag to themselves on this one. Okay. Come on, horrible little bag, get open. Right, that's that one. There those. So, oh, gosh, this bag hardly shut, I don't think. It's all turned in on itself because it's so thin. I wish. Anybody doing any diets after Christmas? Any New Year's resolutions? I tend not to bother because I know I'm only going to break them anyway. Apart from, as I say, the one in, one out rule is definitely, other than diamond paintings, because that takes a bit longer to do. But yeah, it's definitely working at the moment. If I'm buying something new, then I get rid of something old, and I'm going through and getting rid of all the pots that I've been keeping that have got chips in them, because I've got so many and I forget, and then there's nothing, well, to me there's nothing worse than giving somebody a mug that's got a big chip out of it and you think, oh no. So yeah, I don't tend to keep those now. I'm starting to get rid. Right, so we want rounds in silver. Yay, large rounds. Okay, so we've only got the, no, they are slightly larger, so we've just got the 2 sizes. No, they're bigger. They've got a coating, they've got a coating. They're the silvers that have got a black background. They're nice. They look like they could be those, and they look like they could be those. So let's have a look. Oh, this is going a bit faster than I was expecting. I just think because I tend to have more of the rounds that these are going to take longer, but maybe not. Alright, if you start snoring, I'll hear you. Oh dear me, hubby is watching one of his crime channels again. Tell you, I'm going to have to watch myself. I keep saying to him, do you know all these crime channels that you watch, if anything happens to me, they'll be coming after you. And he says to me, oh, well, I'll just say you deserved it. Mitigating circumstances. Oh, thanks a lot. Oh dear. Right, so we've got a lot of, oh well, not a lot, but we've got a few more golds. I think oh no, they're 2 different sizes. So yeah, we've got the gold with the black look, we've got the gold with like the silver backing. They're a bit darker, they're a bit lighter, they're a bit lighter. That's a large gold. Oof, they're like a, actually they're more yellow, aren't they? Might put them in with the yellows. That's a medium gold, could be that one, not that one, could be those. Could be that one, not that one, not that one. Okay, it's amazing how many you get. And I think they're even bigger than those. Yeah, they're that one. They're the smaller ones and they are that one. So that is that one. Yeah, so is anybody going to set this system up then? Have I put you all off for life? To be fair, once it's set up and once you start it, it's something that I wish I'd done when I first started diamond painting. I wish I'd known to do this system when I first started. So you would just do it as you go along, and then it just builds up gradually as you go along, and you probably get to know your colours a little bit more because you're seeing them more often. Whereas I sort of like halfway through decided to change my system, and I've spent hours changing things over. You know, I did have all of my drills all in one bag, so all of these would all be in one bag, and then I decided to split them up. And it's taken hours to just sit there picking out drills of different colours and different sizes and different shapes. So yeah, that's time that I could have been doing other things, diamond painting. But yeah, so I wish I'd known. But I mean, this system's evolving. As I always say, it is a growing monster. It's something that is just continually growing, and as newer things come out and I get different ideas, then it may change again, but at the moment this is how it's going. Okay, so that's gold. So what have we got here? We haven't got any orange, so that's all orange there. So we've done red, so the next one is pink. So we've just got the large pink ones, which is an unusual colour actually, large pink for Christmas, but at least it was a hot pink. Yay. I can't pick it up now, look. That's the colour, but that's not the size. I thought I had a lot of these. Look, I've picked up the marquees at the same time. So, right, so nope, haven't got one of those. So it's another new bag. There's a lot of new ones. Yeah, I wonder at what point you think, right, I've got them all. I wonder if I ever will get them all. I suppose it depends how long I continue diamond painting. I mean, it's certainly my favourite craft at the moment, and it's what I do mostly all of the time. Put them back in the right place, Liz. Large rounds, that's it. But maybe something else will come up and I'll think, oh, I like this better. I don't know. That's the thing with crafting. You know, you can do more than one craft. Oh, they're pink. My eyesight tends to limit me more than anything these days. Are they those? No, they're not. Okay. So that's those large rounds. Let's put those rounds back in pink where they belong. That's red. And oh, does pink come after purple? No, they're red. So why have I put those? Oh, they're ovals, right. Oh, that's pink. That's better. Oh no, they are pink. They're like a reddy pink colour, so they want to go back in there. That's fine. Right, so I need a bag for the purple. So you'll be pleased to know we just have 3 colours left. Yay! It is going to take me forever to edit this video. I'll be sending myself to sleep tonight. What I tend to do is, because hubby does have a tendency to want to talk when I'm in the room with him, which is fair enough. You know, I don't mind. But it's very difficult to edit a video while somebody's talking to you. So I tend to, when I go to bed on a night, because we have like a separate television moment, as it were, I'll come to bed a little bit earlier because I like different programmes to him. So after we've watched the soaps, because we do like our soaps, we do. No, they're not faceted. They're faceted? No. Well, they're those. They're those. They're the same size. Yeah, they're those. So yeah, I come to bed and I'll do my editing while I'm laid in bed, which is quite fun. Which is why if you see any mistakes or things that just jump a little bit, it's because my fingers slipped too much and I've not noticed. Or I've fallen asleep, which that can happen as well. But yeah, so that's like a little bit of separate time that we have, because he's content, he's had his tea, he's had his medications and everything, and he just likes to sit and then watch his programmes. Goodness me, if I talk while he's watching something he wants to watch, oh my goodness. Yeah, it's not a pretty sight, but yeah, he can talk all the way through my programmes. I think that's called having a partner. Right, so we have those yellows, and we have, I say, I'm going to put those in yellows. They're not really gold, are they? So that's that one, and these will both go in this one. Oh, look, I've missed the blue. Why did I miss the blue? Right. So, yeah, there isn't many special drill there in yellow, which is quite strange. I suppose more or less more the gold rather than yellow, but yeah, I've got a lot of these. I tend to use them for berries and things. Okay, and it is Smashing the Specials still at the moment. So I will be putting away an awful lot more again as well. And this is getting really full. After I've thinned it all out, it's getting really full again. So I just want blue large rounds. And then we are done. Hooray! Right, okay, so these are no facets on them, and they're like the deep sea blue. Oh, all these different blues. I put turquoise in with blue as well. That's the same colour but different size. It's a really dark one. Oh, that's the same colour but another different size. So we don't have this one, right? We've had an awful lot of new ones this time. I hope you've sort of got the gist of how I do my special drills and how I put them away. Yeah, I mean, when I ran out of the 2 types of drills that I had on my special drills for Christmas, then I think one was a large red and one was possibly a green, I think. And yeah, I did just come to my box, and I didn't look in the craft buddy side, to be fair. I did just look here. Unfortunately, they were in here, so I got them and that was fine. Okay, so that is a bit more space in the little basket that I put them all in. Again, that was full when we started, so I think this video is going to be an absolute mammoth. I'm hoping I can upload it all in one, so we don't have to have a two-parter. If I have to put it into two parts to get it uploaded, then I will upload them both on the same day and do it that way, and then you don't have to wait. Okay, well, that is me done. Millie Moo has done her I want to be alone and is hanging out the edge of her basket. And yeah, so that's us finished for now. So if you are still with me, huge thank you for staying with me. It's much appreciated. I've enjoyed having your company. If you've got any comments or questions, if you leave them in the comments down below. And I would love you to come and join our little family and be part of the Scotty Dog Crafts family. So if you press the subscribe button down in this corner, and there's an all notifications bell that pops up, and if you click on that, anytime I upload a video, you'll get a little message that says Liz has uploaded a video, watch it now, and hopefully you'll say yes, of course I will. Okay, well, thank you ever so much for stopping by, and I do hope to see you all again soon. Bye for now.